And then after my hard work, my commitment, me putting in the work, I slowly, and I want to tell you slowly, because it's a journey. It's not going to happen overnight. I slowly moved to I can do this stage. Because what did I start doing? I started to prove myself wrong. And a lot of us tonight in here, we need to do that. Because a lot of us in here tonight, we have this story. This story that our life is over. This story that there's nothing more to my life. The story that other people gave us. The story that I didn't finish college. I didn't finish high school. I'm not going to do nothing. The story that, oh, that relationship is over, so I'm never going to find love again. All these stories that we create in their lives, just to be real with you, because you're still living. You don't know what the future holds for you. But I had those stories. So I started to challenge those stories in my life. I started to prove myself wrong. So every time that I told myself that I couldn't do something, I went to go do it. From a physical standpoint, from a spiritual standpoint, from a mental standpoint. And I started to prove myself wrong. And over time, as I started to prove myself wrong, I moved from the I can do this stage to the third stage, which is I'm doing this. I'm actually living the impossible. I'm actually getting out my struggle. I'm actually becoming a better man. I'm actually seeing that my life isn't over. I'm actually seeing that, man, like, I'm finding a strength inside of me that I didn't know existed. And I'm living in that moment. And when you're in that moment, when you're in the I'm living this moment, you start to move from like proving yourself wrong because you're growing so much to proving yourself right. Because now my mindset now, to be real with you, is like, I can do this, or I can do even the impossible that it seems to other people, the impossible that it seems to me. And I go out and attack it. And for the most part, I accomplish these things and I do these things. So I move to the point of proving myself right. Okay. So the fourth step. So we talked about the first step was what? The what if stage. Just finding like that what if. Just trying it out. What you got to lose? If you at rock bottom, what you got to lose? That's the way I felt with my life. I ain't got nothing to lose. Straight up. So the first stage is the the what if stage. And then you move to the I can do this stage. And then you move to I'm actually doing this. And then the next stage you move to is, dang, I'm doing more than what I thought I could do. And what this stage taught me in my life was how many limitations we put on ourselves. How many limitations we put on our life. Because a lot of times we don't live in our empowered mindset. What we live in is our limited mindset. And I'll tell you, when you're living in your limited mindset, right now you're probably thinking, Trent, that's easier said than done. Right now you're probably thinking like, I can't do this. Right now you're thinking about all the reasons why you can't. Instead of that one reason why you have to or why you can do it. So I want you to think about that. Like, what's your mindset right now? Because when you're in this phase, the I can do more than what I thought, your life changes, man. Because you realize that not the world, as I always tell you, it's back up here on my wall. You might not be in control of what the world or someone gives you, but you're always in control of what you accept. And you start to realize that person in the mirror can either be your enemy or your best friend. That person in the mirror can either be the person that holds you down or the person that pushes you forward. Hence why I say it all starts with you. That's where all this mindset came from with me in my journey. The first stage is the what if stage. The second stage is you start to see the light and you say, what? Maybe I can do this stage. The third stage is I'm actually doing this. I'm actually surviving without that person. I'm actually better in my life without that situation that I thought would end my life. That stage. And then you move to the I actually can do more than what I thought I can do stage. You surprise yourself. Me traveling across the world, me speaking to thousands of people, I never thought I could do this. Never. I never thought I could be a speaker. If you know my story, I'm not going to go all in it tonight, but you know my story. I never wanted to be a speaker. I never thought this was for me. But I'm doing more than what I thought I could do. All right, I'm out of here. Peace.